getting worried, Daniel. That decoy wagon should have been here by now.
Maybe none of the wagons got through the British lines.
And you think it's true what they're saying? That Philadelphia is completely surrounded?
I don't know. If that wagon doesn't get here soon, we're gonna go looking for it.
I'm telling you, I'll be sure happy to have somebody take over this outfit.
Well, won't be long now. A fellow named Boone will take over a few miles from here.
Count, I never figured you could pull it off all by yourself.
Oh, simple matter, Eli. Now, let's take a look at our prize. Our British friends will pay a very handsome price to get their hands on this. Gaze upon a freedom symbol, Eli. The Americans' precious bell of independence.
Daniel Boone, what a doer, what a dream come true, was Daniel Boone. From a coonskin cap on the top of old Dan to the heel of his rawhide shoe. The rippin'est, roarin'est, fightin'est man the frontier ever knew. Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man, and he fought for America to make all Americans free. What a boom, what a doer, what a dream come true was he.
But if all this is true, why didn't Boba come himself?
Well, I got the feeling that he don't trust you too much, Major. Now, you can't blame a man for being cautious.
This Shamrock Tavern that he speaks of, that's behind the rebel lines. He could easily betray me.
You got a price on your head, Major?
Of course not.
Well, then you ain't got no cause to fret. Because if Count Borba can't sell you to nobody, He ain't about to turn you in.
Your friend sounds like a very mercenary man.
Well, I ain't never heard that word before, Major, but if you mean that he likes to get paid for anything he does, you're right.
There's still the problem of getting through the enemy lines.
Well, now, that ain't no hardship, Major. I done got through yours, and I figure that these here soldiers you got more training than some of them militiamen. Now, all you got to do is shed that uniform, and we'll ride through like we was gentlemen.
I'll ride through. You'll stay here as a hostage. Sergeant, I shall require some civilian clothes, see that my horse is saddled, and put this man under guard.
You ain't a very trusting man yourself, are you, Major? I come here in all good faith, and now you start treating me like I might be dishonest.
Sergeant, get this blackguard out of here.
Mingo, this could be the wagon.
If this wagon had carried a 2,000-pound bell, it would have cut deeper tracks than this. And if they had carried it off, they'd have left plenty of evidence.
The river's not too far away. They could have driven the wagon into midstream, floated a raft behind it, brought the wagon back here as a decoy.
In that case, they could be miles downstream by now.
I don't think they'd go downstream. The river flows into the Schuylkill. It goes right by Valley Forge. Be plenty of sentinels watching the river.
That only leaves one other way.
Had to go upstream. With all that weight, they couldn't go very far against the current. Somebody rode his saddle horse up here, got down and left his boot tracks all over.
So we're looking for a horseman with cleats on his heels. There could be 100 such.
Annie Boyd's Shamrock Tavern is not very far from here. Ought to be some able-bodied patriots there. Why don't you go down by the river and see if you can pick up a trail?
Where do we meet?
I may be a while rounding up some men. Learn what you can and meet me at the tavern.
Change your ways. 'Tis a tidy establishment Annie Boyd runs, and I'll stand for no trouble from the likes of you.
Gentlemen, a toast to a rare woman, Annie Boyd, who needs no man to defend her.
Sure, and if I can hold me own in a Dublin pub, married to a pipsqueak, saints preserve his poor departed soul. This place is as peaceful as a cemetery. But I thank ye for the toast. Count, darling. And it'll be on your bill. Oh, you're a real gentleman that you are. And I don't mind telling you, if I was at a proper mourning for me dear departed, why, well, I never. Would you mind, then, telling me what's transpiring that's more important than me romanticizing?
Ah, forgive me, Annie. But gentleman has just come in. Do you know him?
He's no local, for sure. And from the way he has his nose in the air, he's no spendthrift, neither.
Sir, I am Count Alfonso de Borba.
Charmed, I'm sure.
By chance, are you Mr. Hughes, the fur buyer?
Yes, I'm Hughes.
Oh, I am delighted. But come, we can't discuss business at the bar. Oh, Annie, 2 tankers of your best ale. If I am going to get a good price for my pelts, we must see that the buyer is in good spirits. This one. Ah, but these are prime pelts. Of course the price is high, of course.
'Tis a fur buyer you are, then.
From Virginia.
Oh, is he now?
Quite so. And you will see that we are not disturbed, huh, honey?
Oh, that I will.
Good.
Could I be having a word with you first? In private.
Your pardon, Mr. Hughes. I'll just be a moment. Now, what is it that can't wait?
Just a warning. I know the likes of him. 'Tis no Virginian he be, but English. English as the Tower of London and just as nasty. I'd stake my life on it.
Now, Annie, I assure you I know what I'm doing.
Oh, Alfonso, darling, you being a foreigner and a nobleman to boot, you wouldn't know like me. But associating with the English these troubled times is it's like food for the devil. It's no secret. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve for you. That's why I'm so worried.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you. But don't count me a foreigner. I intend to remain in this beautiful country. As for my bargaining, it will be in my favor. I am certain of that. I'm sorry, Major. Now, as I was saying, Lord Howe's reward is 2,000 gold crowns. Is that correct?
It is. Now, let's get on with it.
Patience, Major, patience. I haven't finished.
You want more?
Much more. Much more. A commission in His Majesty's army with the rank of colonel upon delivery of the bell.
Oh, this can only be a joke, Borba.
A joke? Do you laugh when someone offers his services to your king? His Majesty would not enjoy such laughter.
But a man does not become a British officer by threats and blackmail.
Blackmail? Now listen carefully, Major. I am offering my services to your king and will be worth every cent the commission brings.
But we know nothing about you except that you claim to be a count and have a few ragamuffins at your command.
The bell is in my possession. That should prove my worth. As for my men, once they are in red uniforms, they'll be as handsome as any.
This is not for me to decide. I will present your proposition to Lord Howe.
Daniel Boone. Oh, 'tis himself it is. Oh, welcome, Daniel. Oh, sure, and it's good to see you. Come
So
sit
that's
down.
the famous frontiersman, huh? Why look so alarmed?
He knows me, and I'm in rebel territory.
Well, just sit still and keep your back to him until you have a chance to get out.
My, you've been traveling long, I see. You'd be hungry then. Dick, me lad, bring some mutton from the kitchen. Oh, and a tankard, some cornbread.
Easy, Annie. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Oh, but you'll have to take time to eat. Bring us some of that pudding I made today. Quickly now, step lively. Mr. Boone's in a hurry.
But, how does he happen to know you? I thought his home was beyond the mountains.
I was stationed on the frontier until a few months ago.
So? And you knew him personally? You were perhaps friends?
Friends? Except for Boone, I would still be there in full command. A major general instead of a major.
Major, he will hear you. His back is to you now. You can easily reach the door.
Then I must go quickly.
And, what about our bargain?
Oh. Yes. I will recommend its acceptance to Lord Howe.
Excellent.
On one condition.
What would that be?
That you prove your loyalty with another service to the crown. Deliver Daniel Boone to me. Well?
When you bring the 2,000 crowns, he'll be tied to the clapper of the bell.
Tell me, Daniel, what's drugged you out of Kentucky into our neck of the woods?
Some tall tracking, Annie. I'm going to need your help.
Well, does it have to do with the war? Well, now, I'll give you all the help I can. Just tell me about it.
That looks great. No tankard veil for you, Annie?
No, I'd never foul me innards with that devil's brew. No, it's a good, clean living for Annie Boyd, I say. Keeps me girlish charm. But tell me about it.
The American Bell of Independence has been stolen. Congress arranged to have it secretly carried out of Philadelphia when the British attack started.
Does that mean Philadelphia's fallen?
Last I heard, it didn't look good. Mingo and I were to meet the driver a few miles from here. When he didn't show up, we started looking. We found the wagon. It was empty.
But who stole it?
I don't know. But I've got a strong feeling that bell is not far from here.
Now, why would anybody go to the trouble to steal a bell?
Lord Howe's boasted he was going to ring it for every British victory. You could see what that would do to the morale of our own troops.
Now, that is plain mockery. You just tell me what to do.
Annie, you know the people in these parts. I need men who are not afraid of bullets to help me get that bell back. I need them fast. Able-bodied men that I can trust.
Men, is it? Well, you can have the pick of the lot. Good patriots, everyone. But they won't be much help when it comes to fighting. Maybe you could get some of the regular Continentals.
Maybe too late for that now. Who could we send?
Well, Dick, me servant boy.
Have you got a horse?
No. But I fancy the Count will lend me his. Him at the corner table.
What's he doing here?
He has a band of hardy hunters and trappers at his beck and call. Would you like to meet him?
Hunters and trappers. I'd like to meet him. We still send Dick. Don't tell the Count why we want to borrow his horse. I'll tell him it's necessary.
I understand your worries, Daniel. Alfonso, I have a friend I want you to meet.
Alfonso de Borba. Any friend of Annie's is a friend of mine.
Daniel Boone.
Not the Daniel Boone.
That he is. None other.
Well, I am overwhelmed, Mr. Boone. Ever since I came to this country, your feats have been a source of inspiration to me, really.
That's very flattering, Mr. Borba. Or should I call you Count Borba?
Oh, I see that Annie has been talking about me.
She said some very nice things.
Would you care to repeat them in my presence?
Sure, and most of them you've heard before. But I was telling Daniel that you have a hearty bunch of lads somewhere out in the woods. And right now he's in desperate need of them.
So, what is your proposition?
I'm not sure you'd be interested. An object of considerable importance to the revolutionary cause has been stolen. I intend to get it back.
But I am most interested in the revolutionary cause.
How about your men?
Loyal companions, every one.
To whom?
To me, first of all. My cause is theirs.
Would you be willing to bring them in and put them to some dangerous work?
I love it.
There, Daniel. Didn't I say he had the grand manner?
But if this is an urgent matter, Mr. Boone, why not come with me to my camp? It will save considerable time.
Will it that?
And Alfonso, I was wondering if me servant boy Dick could borrow your horse to run a little errand.
Are you afoot, Mr. Boone?
I am.
Oh, well, then I will walk too. Yes, by all means, you can have my horse, Annie. Shall we get started, Mr. Boone?
Annie?
What's your guess, Butcher? You reckon Count Borba's a real count or not?
It don't matter none to me. Just as long as we get paid for this Liberty Bell.
My camp's in that direction, Mr. Boone, so we'll leave the road here and head for the woods.
I think we better stay on the road a while longer.
But I thought you were in a hurry.
I am. But I told my friend Mingo I'd meet him at the tavern, and I'm not there. I still may meet him on the road.
So you want him with us, huh?
The more men, the better.
Well, all right, then. We'll stay on the road. But there's been talk it's on the British surveillance. I warn you. I'm afraid you've missed your friend, Mr. Boone.
It's beginning to look that way.
Yeah, so we better take to the woods and try to find our way to my camp.
Well, 100 yards or so down the road, there's something I'd like to show you.
Oh? All right. This is what you wanted to show me?
It's the wagon that was carrying the Independence Bell. If you look closely at the wagon bed, you'll see deep scratches that were made where it was dragged out.
So you think the bell must be near here, huh?
Nope. It had to be unloaded at the river crossing. This wagon was driven here to lead anyone away that might be following the bell.
Huh? Well, then why are we here?
Now, Count, if you'll just turn around.
Mr. Boone.
Do it. We can talk later. Your pistol, please. Other hand.
Now, it will explain this suddenly hostile behavior.
Count, it's those boots you're wearing. They gave you away. You left your tracks all around this wagon.
In a sense, I'm relieved. I was beginning to think you were a dullard, a great disappointment. But now you've restored your reputation, and I have lost mine.
I take it the bell's at your camp.
It is.
And what I can't understand is why you were taking me there.
A matter I'd rather not discuss. What do you intend doing with me?
I don't know for the moment. We might just wait right here. Annie's serving boy should come back this way with the Continental regulars.
So that was the errand. And on my horse, too. That's how she wears her heart on her sleeve.
Annie knows nothing about your part in this. I didn't have the heart to tell her. But how do you figure she's going to feel when she does find out?
Had I succeeded, it wouldn't matter.
It's your courting failure. Suppose you stole the bell to claim Lord Howe's reward.
But that should be obvious. The British will have it eventually when the war ends.
When the war ends, that bell will be in the State House steeple where it belongs.
Oh, come, Boone. Even you should realize that British victory is inevitable. How can an untrained rabble defeat the best armies in the world? Saved my life.
Don't bother thanking me. If I didn't need you to lead me back to your camp, I'd let him finish you off.
No, I don't think so, Boone.
Dick.
Now, Mr. Boone. Drop your rifle. And rise to your feet slowly. Such are the fortunes of war. Now, Mr. Boone, we shall now proceed to my camp as originally planned.
The boy's bad hurt, Borba. He'll die if we leave him here.
He was on his way to bring the regulars against me.
He didn't know that. He was doing just what he was told. We've got to get him back to the tavern. I'm asking you, one man to another.
No. Not the tavern. We'll take him to my camp. You can take care of him there.
Just give me a few minutes, I'll rig a stretcher.
I don't understand it. The last thing Daniel said was that he'd wait for me here.
Faith, and he couldn't wait when he had a chance to pick up the men he needs. He hoped to meet you on the road.
But I wasn't on the road. I took a shortcut through the woods after I located the men who stole the bell. Who are these fellows Daniel is recruiting?
Count Borba's men.
Count Borba?
Oh, a fine gentleman. And God willing, someday he'll be mine.
But Annie, he's the leader of the bell thieves. I heard them talking about him.
No, that can't be. Why, Count Borba would never be mixed up in a thing like that.
I'm afraid there's no mistake.
But he's the man I have my heart set on, Mingo.
Annie, how well do you know him?
Mingo, I guess the truth is, I don't know him at all.
Now, Annie,
Oh, Mingo.
perhaps I was wrong after all.
If what you say is true, then Count Borba will pay for it. Dick's on his way now to summon help from the regulars. He should be at the lines.
Which route did he take?
Well, the shortest and quickest, I suppose. Back down the road to the river ford and then on to Allentown.
There were British sentinels at the ford. I saw them.
You mean he mayn't have gotten through?
I don't know. I hope so. But we can't depend on it. I'm going back to that camp and see what's happened to Daniel.
And I'm going with you. 'Twas myself who put Daniel in Count Borba's hands.
And you'll only slow me down. Besides, for all you know, you may have put Count Borba in Daniel's hands. But there is one thing you can do. I'm running low on ammunition.
I have a friend here who's in need of some ammunition. Well, speak up, men. Surely one of you has some to spare. Oh, God bless ye. It's free drinks ye'll be having for a month. And as for the rest of you, I'll be charging you more.
Thank you, Annie.
Godspeed, Mingo. It's praying for you I'll be.
Thank you, Annie.
Saints preserve us. It's the Count's horse. Dick didn't get through.
Let's ease him down for a minute. Looks like a steep hill ahead. How you feel, Dick? Can you hear me?
I didn't get through, Mr. Boone. I didn't get through.
Never mind that, boy.
Ordered me to stop, and I tried to keep going. I thought I was gonna make it, and
Just take it easy, Dick.
It's absurd. Men risking and giving their lives for a lost cause.
The right cause.
The only right cause is the one that wins, and the British will win, Boone. And I intend to share in the fruits of victory.
Just by selling them a stolen bell.
Not stolen. A prize of war.
Not when it's taken by men with no loyalties.
But very soon now, because of a second service to the crown, I shall be rewarded with an officer's commission. It means ample pay now, and when victory is ours, I imagine the king will see that his faithful servants are further rewarded by colonial land grants. I'll restore the glory of the Borbas on American soil.
Are you really a count?
Oh, yes. But an impoverished one at the moment.
Borba, you've taken the wrong road to mend your fortunes. If you're arrested, we can get started.
All right.
How much further?
We'll be there shortly. If you want to save this man's life, Mr. Boone, I suggest we get him into my headquarters.
Which way?
Follow me. In here, Mr. Boone.
I'll need some hot water, cloth, whiskey, and a knife.
Butcher, get the gentleman what he wants. Mr. Boone? Well, he's still breathing.
He's lost a lot of blood. Wound went in under the arm. Hope it didn't go too deep.
It's the man with the money. Major Hughes. Keep your rifle on him, Tate.
I think I know why you wanted me here. I'm a part of the bargain, is that it?
Well, you and I are different, Boone. You are dedicated to a lost cause, and I am dedicated to a winning cause called Count de Borba. A count, I hasten to add, who has fallen on bad times.
So now you figure your luck's gonna change.
Well, a colonel in the British Army isn't bad for a start, is it? And mark my words, this is only the beginning. Are you all right, Eli?
I come from a hardy lot, Count. But he ain't no gentleman. He just talks like one.
He was treated as any hostage would be treated. Now, can we complete our transaction, Borba?
You have the money.
And your commission, Count. Signed and sealed by Lord Howe.
You are a man of your word, Major. I didn't expect it.
There's a war to be won. Having Boone and their independence spell helps our cause. They're that important. That is why you are now Colonel de Borba and will report directly to Lord Howe.
Regrettably, I cannot accept the commission.
You can't go back on your word, Borba.
Nor can I deliver Daniel Boone.
But I had a report that you left the tavern with him last night.
Oh, that's true, but he was too clever for me. Perhaps there is some other service I could perform to win the commission?
None that I know of. Where is the bell?
This way.
Boone. He's quite a man, ain't he? Underneath all those fancy ways.
And unpredictable.
That's for certain. But if the Count likes a man,
Ain't no way he can stick a knife in his back. That's his way of doing things. And that's why we're with him.
Loyalty's a fine thing. You know, that bell is a symbol of loyalty.
Wouldn't know about that. I got my orders.
What will you do if the major doesn't keep up with his end of the bargain? What will you do then?
He's keeping it. I saw those gold pieces.
I know Hughes. He was stationed in Kentucky for quite a spell. He wasn't known for keeping his bargains.
You're not going to talk me out of this rifle, Boone.
How many soldiers has he got with him?
Must be, 6 at least, probably more.
If he was going to let the Count keep the money, he's sure wasting a lot of soldiers on escort.
They're soldiers, that's all.
Must be some reason why they're out there.
Pay no attention to him, Tate. Count knows what he's doing.
Give me a hand. I'm just about to the bullet. There it is. Looks like he's going to pull through.
Down the rifle, my friend. Put it down. That Dick?
Yeah, he's going to be all right.
What about the bell?
Barbara's showing Hughes where it is now. And Tate, you're going to show us where it is, too. You too, Butcher.
So the Count saves your life. And this boy's. And you're going to pay him back by doing him out of his reward.
There's something involved more than money here.
Just how do you think that you and this friend of yours are going to get that bell from Hughes and Borba?
By letting Hughes live up to his reputation. Then maybe Barbara and yourselves will change your mind and join us.
You're hoping for the impossible. Hughes will never turn on the Count.
We'll see.
I don't see the bell, Borba.
You're not supposed to. All right, men, show the Major his price.
Lord Howe will be most pleased.
So we'll count the Borba when you load that monster and get it out of here.
Get it on the wagon, men.
You're wrong, Boone. The Major's going to keep this bargain.
That finishes our end of it, Count. Let's get to splitting up the reward.
Right you are, Eli. We've earned it. And the pleasure that comes with it. Have a pleasant journey, Major. Who knows? We might be doing business again one of these days.
I doubt it, Borba. Sergeant! You can hand over that bag of gold now, Borba.
It could be that I'm no longer equipped for this sort of business.
And you presume to be a colonel in the British Army?
That, too, was a hoax.
Certainly. Lord Howe had no intention of commissioning a common thief in our army.
I assure you, Major, I will do all in my power to bring about your demise.
You and your motley crew don't make me laugh.
There's no red coat. I'm with you, Boone.
We'll wait till they pull out. Then Bob and the rest can join us.
Look, some of the money down there belongs to me. I'm taking out.
Let's get moving, Sergeant.
Fire on them! I'll be all right, Cal. You concentrate on that Major.
You lie easy. I'll be back for you. Wiser, but poorer.
Take care of yourself, Borba. Come out our way, be sure and pay us a visit.
That might be sooner than you think. That will buy a lot of ammunition and uniforms for the cause.
For a lost cause?
Why no, Boone? Because now I am fighting for it. And Count de Borba is always on the winning side.
I told you, Daniel. He has the grand manner.
That he has. Ready?
Come!